to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner, and I'm excited to have with me today Sarah Bishop from the United Way and Rhonda Epps, reading specialist at Tidewater Park Elementary. Welcome to NPS Now, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is the summertime, it's hot, and there's a lot of fun activities going on, and I understand there is some fun summer programs going on in our schools.
Kids are busy.
Yes, they are, and so are the teachers.
And the teachers
They're busy too. But Sarah, United Way and United for Children has sponsored some special summer programs last year and this year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Last year was our first attempt. We worked with the principal and the leadership team and all the teachers at PB Young Elementary School. When I say we, I mean United for Children, which includes the school system, public housing, Norfolk Redevelopment and Housing, the City of Norfolk, the medical school, Old Dominion University. We had students from Morgan State and Norfolk State, but we all came together to plan a summer school that would prevent what is called summer slide, the slippage in learning that occurs for a lot of children in poverty over the summer. The teachers were convinced that the children in Young Terrace who go to PB Young Elementary School did not have to fall behind over the summer due to a lack of educational or recreation activities. So United Way and United for Children said, okay, prove it, build it, and let's see what happens. And last year at PB Young, we offered the first United for Children Summer Academy for 8 weeks, and we got tremendous outcomes. So good that we're going to be speaking at a national conference this week.
Wow.
But then the mayor heard about it, and the mayor said, I want it to expand. And so this summer, we're repeating it at PB Young, but we are also over at Rhonda Epps School with Dr. Sharon Phillips and her team at Tidewater Park Elementary.
Why do you think this program was so successful that you wanted to open it up at another school?
There are a couple of things. Children were busy for 8 hours a day for 8 weeks. They had no time to forget their reading and math. Morning academics, and it was all hands-on, minds-on, very engaging academics. And then in the afternoon is what we call earned enrichment. So there was cheerleading, flag football, arts, craft, dance, music, drama, Zumba. And how did kids earn it? They had to be there on time. So we call it the ABCs: on-time attendance, good behavior, and coursework progress. And then on Friday, purely for fun, was Fun Friday, where there were field trips. And kids went to the zoo, they went to see animals at some farm in Pungo. They went to the Children's Museum.
So they had great exposure.
They had
different opportunities to be exposed to
all over
things.
the place, but they had to earn it.
Oh, and that's great. So how is it working over at Tidewater Park now? This is what, your second or third week?
This is our second week,
Your second week
at Tidewater Park, yes. And the children are enjoying themselves. The teachers are enjoying themselves. The teachers are able to be creative. They're able to teach the way that they want to teach and get across what they need to get across to the students. The students are having a great time. They're having hands-on activities. We're all enjoying ourselves.
So is there a theme this year for your program?
We are the Tidewater Park. We're the Soaring Eagles. So we have a university theme. The students actually chose courses for their earned enrichment. So they actually had a course catalog and they had to choose courses. So it's almost a university feel for the students. It's an academy, and so the students are also having their earned enrichment on Fridays and in the afternoons. And they get to learn so many different things that they weren't able to learn during the regular school year. We have music lessons, we have dance lessons, we have so many other things going on that the students are able to learn that they wouldn't normally be able to learn. So we have that university theme.
So how are the students and the teachers? What do they think about this program?
Teachers are so excited. They are excited that they get to do things that they wouldn't normally be able to do because we don't have the time during the regular day, or maybe even some of the resources during the regular school year. So they're excited because they get to do so many more hands-on things and so many more, which, you know, they're able to do during the school year, but there's so much more that can be done without some of the constraints that we have during the regular school year. So they're excited.
And so how many staff members does it take to man this type of program at your school?
Well, we have about 23 teachers and about 18 paraprofessionals with us. We have our center leaders, 2 center leaders. We have to have custodians and the school nurse and an office manager for the summer and cafeteria.
So it's like running school.
So it's just like the regular school year.
Wow. And how many students do you all serve?
We're at about 180 students.
180. I'm sure that'll cap off once they start telling each other, hey, you may want to come here and hang out for the summer.
There are more and more coming each day. We have more coming in each day.
Walk me through a typical day that the kids will experience when they come in the door and when they leave out.
Okay. Students come in at 8:30. They come in, they have breakfast. They sit and mingle during breakfast, and teachers come pick the students up at about 5 minutes to 9. Once the students go to class, they have their class time from 9 to 12. During that time, they're exposed to reading and math. In a different way. It's not just reading and just math, but there's a thematic unit going on in the classroom during that time. After lunch at 1 o'clock, we have our enrichment program. Our students come back in and their enrichment teachers come to pick them up. And once they go to enrichment, they're with them for the rest of the afternoon. And the children are excited during this time, whether they're going to dance. We have some classes where you have literature, and then they make crafts based on the stories that they've read. There's so many different things. I haven't had any student say that they have not enjoyed themselves in the afternoon. Once they're there, dismissal is around 3:15, and they go home after that.
At Tidewater Park, there is a theme called Kids in the Kitchen.
Oh, yes.
And so there's very rigorous, so Dr. King would be pleased to know there's very high rigors in reading and math.
Yes.
But to be in a kitchen, you need to know how to read the menu.
Right.
You need to know how to read the recipe, and you need to know how to measure. You need to know that a half cup is this size and a full cup, so they're using math. Now, they don't know they're using math in reading skills. They're cooking. We have a professional chef in, and they're working with students right in the cafeteria at school.
That's exciting.
It smells awesome every day.
Wow, Sarah, the success at Tidewater Park and here and at PB Young as well, do you think we can expand this program to our other schools?
Oh boy, that is the right question, Karen. We are only limited by the dollars that we can raise. It costs probably $500,000 to do it start to finish. When we think of the buses and the food and all of that staff, United Way has been very fortunate to work with all of our United for Children partners. The city, for example, brings their community services board, mental health social workers to the 2 schools and work with the older kids on transitioning into middle school, dealing with bullying, how to cope with stress. We have the medical school that brings physicians in. We have the Hurrah Players giving us free tickets. We have the Virginia Arts Festival with a steel drum band.
Wow.
We have Todd Rosenlee bringing in professional dancers to teach 15 kids in each school very serious hip-hop lessons. If we were to add that all together, including all the salaries of the teachers and the teacher assistant, probably about $500,000. It costs probably about $200,000 a year that we have to raise from this community to pay for the teachers to spend their time.
Right.
And this Rhonda Epps and her team, they were doing weekend planning. They had 17 people there in the spring on a Sunday designing summer school. We pay for it during the summertime, we being United Way. And we went out, and I'm thrilled to be able to say that Joan and Macon Brock of Dollar Tree, they're paying for PB Young, and Hampton Roads Community Foundation is paying for Tidewater Park. We'll need more donors, but the mayor is determined to see this go to at least 3 more schools next year.
And that's great that the city's involved and these different partners, and hopefully then watching this show will give them the desire to contact you at the United Way and say, how can I help bring this program to all of Norfolk schools?
United Way is willing to go raise the funds and work with the United for Children partners if we can find people like Rhonda and teachers who are willing to push rigorous learning in the summertime, but through fun, hands-on, minds-on, engaging academics.
Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us on NPS Now. We're going to cover more exciting summer school programs here in Norfolk schools, and we want you to stay tuned for more NPS Now. NPS Now. With me now today is Altoya Brinkley-Cumber, a gifted education teacher at Taylor Elementary School. Yes. Welcome to NPS Now.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we are doing a special show on the summer programs here in Norfolk Public Schools, and you have one with a great name called Camp Einstein.
Yes.
So all the smart kids in Norfolk Public Schools are going there, right?
Certainly, certainly. We have 300 students this year, and we are open population. We're a for-fee program where we have, it's sort of like a STEAM kick, and I added the kick. We have science, technology, engineering, arts, music, and we have a little PE, so that's where the kick part comes from.
I like that STEAM, the acronym STEAM. Say what it stands for again, because we're all catching it.
Okay, it's science, technology, engineering, arts, and music.
You have over 300 students.
Yes, we have 300 students this year.
How do you apply and become a part of Camp Einstein?
Camp Einstein is run under the Office of Academic Rigor. Each year in May, we send out a registration form to each elementary school. And now that we've included middle school, we also send them to the middle schools, 6-8. You can apply. Parents apply, students get to pick their own classes, so you pick 6 classes and your top 3 are what you're usually interested in. Should those classes be full at your time of registration, then we use those other 3 to put you in a similar class that you would enjoy. It's a for-fee program. You pay at your school, and then the registration comes over to the Office of Academic Rigor where the registration begins.
So how much does it cost to come to this special camp?
This year it was $210, which is down $40 from last year. In previous years, the cost was less, but of course, with the economy the way that it is and things going up, we had to increase the price a little bit.
So what do you think created the increase of students wanting to come to Camp Einstein?
The interest is there. Word of mouth is the best thing going. The kids get there, they enjoy themselves, and they like to tell their friends, and their friends tell their parents. And so it's just the word of mouth and being able to really get in. And I think our open house also helps. We had open house yesterday and today, and parents get to come in and actually see what they're paying for and to see that their kids are really enjoying it. So they share with their friends.
What's making it so exciting for the kids and for them to tell their friends to come?
I think the first thing is choice. The opportunity to choose what you're interested in, to be exposed to some new things that you don't really get the opportunity to do in a regular school atmosphere. And being able to be with your friends and then to meet new friends, because it's open to not just Norfolk Public Schools, but we're open to other cities as well. So we have students from other cities that come to join our program.
Sounds like you have an interesting mix of students. You have elementary, middle. What other students do we have involved in this program?
We have students that have special needs as well. And no, it's an inclusive program rather than an exclusive. We make sure that students that have maybe physical special needs, or if they have an IEP or a 504, they're not excluded. But we sort of gear whatever the class is, we cater to them as well.
So you are looking to add any additional programs to an already heavy set of classes, because they only can pick 3?
They can only pick 3, and we're a 4-week program, and the students attend from 8:50 to 1 p.m. So yes, it seems pretty short, and the kids get in and then they want to switch around because they see all other exciting things going on.
Do they switch, or only if there's an opening?
Only if there's an opening are we allowed to do schedule changes. A lot of times they really want their top 3, and if that class is closed at that time of registration, then it's sort of hard to get them into it. But we have, if theater was closed, then maybe you could join the lights, camera, action class. If dance is closed, maybe you can join Zumba. So we have...
So more than just STEAM, you have other like extracurricular, music, art type of programs?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about those.
So this year we have Zumba for the first time, which is an exciting, it's sort of like a aerobic dance, rhythmic class, and the kids really get to enjoy themselves there. We have Lego robotics, we have rocketry this year that is new, we have Guitar Hero, we have wear art where they're actually making artsy things that they can wear. They're making jewelry and visors and earrings and all kinds of things. We have piano. We have polyhedraville where they take different shapes. They build a paper city. So they're using, you know, that math component is in there. Even our PE classes include reading and math. So it's enriching, but it's also, you know, learning undercover as well.
And they're probably having so much fun they're not realizing that they're learning.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What a great way to have learning over the summer months.
Yes.
Wow, so what do you think the students are taking away from their experience there at the camp?
I think they take away the ability to realize that they can do things that they thought they may not have ever been able to do. The exposure to new things, such as our harps class. This year is the first year that we've had harps. And we have a young male in the classroom, African-American male, and he is really enjoying himself. He said it wouldn't be something that he would ordinarily have chosen for himself, but when he got there and saw the harps in the room, he wanted to switch from his theater class, which he was interested in, to harp. So he was very excited about having that opportunity.
So this hands-on learning is really critical to continue with the students over the summer before coming back to school in the fall.
Certainly, because it keeps those gears turning, it keeps the mind going, and it keeps them excited, and they want to investigate about things. They want to utilize what they've learned in the next school year. So it's also, you know, builds an experience to share when you get back to school.
Mm-hmm. How many teachers do you have working in this program?
This year we have 22 teachers and 5 paraprofessionals,
okay.
As well as a secretary and myself. So we've grown since previous years. My first year as program leader was 2009. And we were at Granby High School, and I was only program leader over grades 3 through 5. Mm-hmm. And during that time we had several children. We had almost 500 students then. And that was just in the 3-5 program. Mm-hmm. So we were large at first, and that was because we also received scholarships from outside entities as well as Norfolk Public Schools.
So when did we expand it to middle schools? Because I always thought it was elementary school students going to Camp Einstein.
Yes, the very first year that we expanded it to middle school was last year, and we opened it up to 6th graders. So it went so well, we had so many 6th graders, and those 6th graders expressed an interest in coming back next year. So this year we expanded it to 8th grade so that we could capture some of our former 5th graders as well.
Oh, that's great, and it's a great way to gauge learning from those grade levels.
Exactly.
Thank you, Atoya, for being on the show, talking about Camp Einstein. I'm glad you're enjoying it just as much as the kids.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome, and you stay tuned for more NPS Now. We're going to talk about another summer program coming up next. Welcome back to NPS Now. With me now is Brandy Roberts, a guidance counselor at Suburban Park Elementary School. Welcome, Brandy, to NPS Now.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We've been highlighting this show on summer programs, and we're going to wrap it up with Junior University.
Awesome.
Tell me about Junior University.
Well, Junior University is a summer enrichment camp for academically talented rising grade 6th, 7th, and 8th grade scholars. Mm-hmm. And the program is really entitled to those scholars who are academically talented and truly love to learn. And even if they have to be pushed a little, they truly love to learn and they're challenged.
So when you say academically challenged, what are some of the things that sets them above the rest to be able to attend Junior University?
Well, first and foremost, if you are in the 5th grade or 6th or 7th grade, you have had to have scored a higher than a 475 on your SOL score for that year. Mm-hmm. And if you are in the 7th or 8th grade, you also have had to be on honor roll for 3 quarters or more. So a lot of the scholars in the program are gifted learners on top of just being very, very smart.
So how many smart students do we have attending Junior University?
Well, there are a lot of smart students in the district, but there are so many options for the scholars. But set aside in Junior University, currently we we have 100 scholars in our program.
100 scholars.
Yes.
Now, is this fee-based or application?
There is a fee. It's a fee of $150 for Norfolk residents, but we also do provide scholarships for those students who may need those scholarships, and we also use our school counseling program to help provide kids with those things.
So what's the time frame for this program?
The program starts right when summer school starts. This year it started on the 24th, I believe it was, and it ends, so it's about 15 days. So it ends at the end of July. So it's a strong 15 days, and we incorporate field trips, college and career readiness, activities, and things of that nature. But we're 15 days strong, Monday through Thursday.
Monday through Thursday. What are the hours?
We're there from 8:15 a.m. to about 1:15
Now,
p.m.
what happens during that 8:15 to 1:15 p.m. schedule?
Well, at 8:15, the scholars will arrive either by NPS bus or walking or parent pickup or drop off, and they each JU scholar attends 6 different courses. This year we have biology, we have math, which we incorporate all different honors math courses. We have college and career readiness, leadership, technology, and we also incorporate a little bit of foreign language and, of course, science and biology.
Now, do they select the classes that they want to attend, or is
No.
this a set schedule?
It's a set schedule. All the kids will attend those 6 courses on a daily basis for about 45 minutes for each course. And each course is academically geared towards the honors program or IB program. So it's a good mix, but they get a taste, especially our rising 5th to 6th, they get a taste of exactly what middle school is like and really understanding how middle school educators and how middle school goes and with changing classes. And our day is very busy, but at the end of the program, the kids are so prepared, and that's so important, especially when transitioning into middle school.
So what type of academic fun are they working on over the summer?
Well, we were so excited. We just actually came back from Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, and a lot of the kids, you know, they know about colleges, they've seen colleges before, they've been on Career View, they've been on the different websites, but to actually stand on the campus and see that they can major in engineering or see that they can major in microbiology and actually go into the labs where they see the college scholars working, they are very excited about those things. And of course, they're excited about the big cafeteria and the lunchroom options that they get in college and just the freedom. And we try to give them a high sense of responsibility because they're getting older, you know, and we try to help encourage our parents to do that as well, because understanding responsibility and understanding that, hey, these kids are academically talented and it's time to start preparing. College is now, you know.
I was impressed with the program several years ago.
Yes.
You had Dr. Average there, and he passed around, I think it was a brain or something, and the kids were just mesmerized.
Yes.
Do you do, what type of hands-on learning are you all doing there?
The biology lab, and they do dissections. A lot of people kind of cringe when they say this, but they do dissect a frog, a worm. They've done an eye before in the past. They've done a fetal pig. They do microscope learning. A lot of the things they do, they're looking at bumblebee wings, things that are under the eye, and especially for our rising 6th graders, they are very much intrigued because that's not something that's in the curriculum in elementary school. So it's really exciting for them to be a part of such a intense learning, you know, and really academically challenging them, and for that 45-minute block saying, hey, let's get it done, and this is, you know, if you're interested in it, let's figure out what you're interested in. And in our technology block, they actually get to create their own website, and they'll actually work with other group of scholars that they'll work with to make sure that, okay, I'm interested in maybe world news, so they get to actually do the research in APA style, which is now exactly an APA style, and they're creating these video resumes.
Really? That
now colleges are accepting video resumes, so they've got to dress to impress, and it's just really exciting to see the kids exciting about learning. And we're trying to step into the innovative world of technology, biology, English, and it's so exciting to actually see them do it, you
Right,
know?
right.
So
are students able to come to junior university year after year?
yes, that's actually one of the bases of making our program such a success, is that year after year the scholars come back, and they come back, and it's challenging for our teachers in the beginning because we have to change that curriculum to make it adjust to make it even more challenging for them. But year after year they come back, and they invite their friends to come back.
Why do you think they're coming year after year and inviting their friends?
You know, in the beginning they're saying, oh, this is going to be homework or learning, but at the end they realize it was fun, I learned something, I'm better prepared, I'm meeting new friends, you know, because it's all of the schools in Norfolk, elementary, middle, and we also employ high school volunteers from our Maury medical program. They provide a great service to us by providing volunteer hours and helping us, and they come in to talk about high school and just being better prepared. And I think the main reason they come back is for the camaraderie, for the teachers. I mean, the teachers, they are such wonderful educators, and you can truly tell they have a passion to
what
teach.
They do.
Yes.
And they
yes,
pass it
ma'am.
on to the students
Oh, yes.
while they're having summer fun and learning.
Yes.
How long have you been with Junior University?
I've been with Junior University for 5 years. I've been the program leader for 3 years, and I plan on being with Junior University until the wheels fall off because, I mean, as an educator, to, you know, go through the school year with such a busy schedule, you know, and during the summer you actually get to enjoy and actually physically and mentally see the kids loving to learn, growing, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. And that's the main part, you know, you can have fun and learn.
That's a plus. Thank you for joining me today on NPS Now.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great, and I thank you for watching NPS Now and learning about our great summer programs. You can watch us on WNPS Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.npsk12.com. And if you have any great story ideas and information, email us at npsnews@npsk12.com. Again, thank you for watching NPS Now.